Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Affinity, or otherwise. Welcome to another edition of Cap Corner. I am Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E, your favorite Capricorn on YouTube, and we're here to do Cap Gang's reading. Here we go. Exciting news, everybody. I got a new tarot deck, and it's going to be my new go-to, like the first deck that I use. The Golden Universal. It's quite gorgeous. It's quite attractive. Check that out. Look at that Empress and the Fool. Oh yeah. Okay, so what I picked up in the tunings, a lot of excited energy, very, very excited energy. And it's, I feel like I'm connecting with a Capricorn who is a lot less hard on themselves. Yeah. I know, crazy. It's looking like one Capricorn. Or maybe you're just having a phase where you're just a little bit nicer to yourself now. Or well, here's what I picked up. I picked up an adjustment. I picked up an adjustment where you... it could be something that you found out. I ran out of time, so my hair is just like... It could be something you found out. It could be something that you did or something that happened, or I don't know, but there's some kind of adjustment that was made or that you experienced. Like I said, it could be a new piece of information. It could be, I don't know. I'll leave that with you. That could resonate. So if it does, you'll know what the adjustment is. And it just feels like the adjustment is on your side, Capricorn. It's on our side. It's like, and this is why I picked up a Capricorn who's not so hard on themselves. It's because it's like you made or are making an adjustment, or you will be making an adjustment soon, Capricorn. And even though it's like before you would have taken it personally, or maybe you took it personally, but you just pushed it down and took the criticism or something. It's something like that. And you are like... You're not harping on how shitty you feel. Does that make any sense? It's like you're like, okay, all right, I'm just gonna ignore the ego part of this. I'm going to ignore how this triggers my ego, how this triggers me feeling like the victim, how it triggers me in second grade when I got, whatever it was, whatever the baggage, that's what it is. Thank you. It's like you're able to experience life moving forward without baggage. And that's a big deal for Capricorn. That's a big deal for anybody, but that's what I'm picking up on. Okay, so the cards feel pretty done cooking. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Whenever you're clicking into this reading is when you're meant to hear these messages. So whether you're... That was... Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm going to show you how it flipped out, okay? It flipped out and reversed. Oh, this fits so perfectly too. It's the Queen of Wands in reversed. Okay, this is exactly it. This is you not taking the hit to the ego. Exactly what I just said. Okay, so upright, it's the mover and the shaker. She's in your face. She's like, she's super confident, it could be a little egocentric, but confident, right? In reverse, she's humble. She's different, okay? She's not that fiery energy. So I feel like I'm connecting with a Capricorn who's exactly this. I mean, this is the first card. It's the straightest, strongest, energy. It's that birth energy for the rest of this reading. So it's pretty. What word am I looking for? Let's keep moving. Let's move on. Yeah, but that's you, Capricorn. You're not taking it personally. There's no ego. You're removing the ego, and it's like the adjustment. It's really more about getting what you want. It's about making the adjustment, Capricorn. Interesting. What is the next message for the Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, or otherwise? Ooh, okay. I love it, Capricorn. I love it so much. So why are you not taking the ego hit? Why are you not, firing back with something spicy to say? This is the sexy one, okay? This is like the spicy person, the spicy personality. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries type energy, very fiery, very go-gettery, no. So why? Capricorn, we have the King of Swords here, and this is a pretty cool King of Swords. I mean, he's a little like ugly. He's not as attractive as the other King of Swords, but he's like, yeah, he looks pretty grumpy. But anyway, so you're not taking this personally, Capricorn. You're not taking this to heart. You're not being triggered. There's no baggage behind whatever I'm getting adjustment and I'm getting tweakment. And I did a lot of readings for the last half of November, and it's huge. Whatever this Taurus full moon brought you, so over, the past week or so, that's your adjustment. That's your tweakment. Okay? And it's not a big thing. It's not like a big, like, even if your gut reaction was to take it personally, it's still just like not a big thing. It's not like plastic surgery. It's like it's like a little tweakment. I love that word. Tweakment. I'm going to say it like a million more times. So it's just like a little thing, but it's like a big thing. Does that make any sense? I hope that's resonating. So this is really the energy then. This is like super the energy, because this came up, this energy, but it's different. It's different adjustments and different tweakments for everyone, for like every sign, except for Libras. Libras was kind of weird and crazy. Anyway, so you're not taking it personally. It's not your ego getting the hit, because you are strategic. You're using your strategy. You're using your inner King of Swords energy here at Capricorn. It's like you're telling yourself, like, don't freak out, don't throw a temper tantrum. It's not the place, it's not the time, it's not the appropriate reaction to this. It's not good strategy. So you're actually doing this, Capricorn, because it's the smart thing to do. Okay? It's like you're pulling in a little bit of that fire, you're pulling in a little bit of that, ego is what I keep getting. And instead, you're doing what's smart. Instead, you're doing the smart, strategic thing. I like this. Ooh. Oh, did you guys look at that? Look at this. Justice. And that's how you get your justice, Capricorn, is taking the ego out of it, it's not just ego for all of you. It's not like everyone had to get humbled all over again. It's not like that. It's really, for some of you, it's you're catching it before it happens. So whenever you click into this reading, all of my readings are timeless. So even if you're clicking into this reading 4 years from now and there is no Taurus full moon that we're referencing in this video, it's like you can either feel the tweakment coming, you can either feel it coming, or you've had this thing come up recently that this totally applies. And so if you can cut it off at the head, if you can really avoid letting yourself have a bad reaction or have like a triggering reaction, that will go a long way. For others of you, you're just pulling this energy back quite a bit. You're just really pulling it back. You're not so like the bull and the red and the you're chilling out, because it's smart, because it's the right strategy. Okay, this is the right strategy to get what you want, and you totally want this, Capricorn. You want this justice. There's something that you're definitely trying to get here. You're trying to achieve, you're trying to accomplish. And what I love about this is that even though you're not super, and this might be your nature for Capricorns, it depending on like who you are and how you have this Capricorn energy will determine how difficult both of these energies will be for you. Okay, so it'll determine if it's comfortable for you to dim your light, or for you, not even like you're dimming your light, but you know what I mean. That'll either be very natural and comfortable for you to not take it personally, or you're going to have to work on it. For others of you, it might not be so natural to be strategic and to think far ahead and to be really, whatever, like a general. But for others of you, it will be easier to be in that energy, and it'll make more sense to you. And when it makes more sense to you, then it's easier for you to just tell yourself, do this, tell yourself, do that, tell yourself to be this way, don't be that way. It's very, very self-steering, self-mastery, very much like your self self-controlled, actually, is what it feels like. Yeah, a lot of self-control. The sword in the King of Swords with this Justice sword pointing upwards, it's the same sword. It's the Ace of Swords. It's the sword of truth, everybody. Okay, so how are you going to get what you want, Capricorn? It's by telling the truth, speaking your truth, acting with integrity, and doing so in a way that is fair and balanced and strategic and intelligent. So you're not leading with like your personality. You're not leading with, you know, anything that doesn't like make sense, if that makes sense. Okay? Because that's what the energies are wanting from you. They're not wanting you to be Queen of Wands right now. You don't have to go and be like, you know, that's not necessary. What's necessary, or what the universe is asking you to be, is to be strategic and to be calculating and to be mindful. It's very, very mental. It's very detached. Thank you. They've been trying to give that to me. I can feel it. They've been like, Natalie. Okay, so it's detached. It's you know, the Queen of Wands is my middle class queen upright. She's very invested in her crops, in her employees, and all of the people that contribute to her success. And it's like she's this leader, and it's very passionate, very involved emotionally, very invested emotionally. The King of Wands, not so much. Sorry, the King of Swords, not so much. Even kind of the King of Wands, he can be surprisingly dispassionate to people that I won't get into that whole thing, but the masculine energy that you're going to want to channel, whether you are a male, oh my God, I can't wait for Mercury to go direct now. I can't, whether you are male or female, not male, not female, whatever, alien, whatever, your inner masculine energy, you want to channel King of Swords energy, okay? This is someone who is intellectually stimulated. It's like a sapiosexual, okay? Hold on. That's a good tea. Okay. Yeah, he's the one who's like a sapiosexual. This inner masculine that you're going to be channeling, find that within you. Find how you become very stimulated from new mental ideas and concepts and mental flexibility. You need mental flexibility and you need emotional detachment in order to manifest. And then we have this, you know, air energy with the Justice card. So it really is the emphasis of being detached. Being detached when dealing with something. Okay, let's get another card. Let's see where this goes. What is the next energy, please, for the Capricorn that we need to know about? Balancing those scales. That's how you create that balance. That's how you balance the scales. Is to just think of what's that? Objectively correct here. What makes sense? What makes sense? That Queen of Wands, a little bit too spicy. A little bit too spicy. Okay, a little bit too spicy. You need to like spice it. Okay, just salt and pepper. We just need salt and pepper, good enough. Salt and pepper is tried and true. Salt and pepper works. Okay. Two cards. We have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting, Capricorn. This, I feel like, is someone else. I feel like this is someone else's energy. I don't feel like it's yours, although it can be. So, Capricorns, I'm connecting with you and or people you are connecting to, or other sources of energies that you are connecting to, okay? So the Eight of Cups is walking away. The Two of Pentacles, why do I look green? That's the downside of having truly olive skin, guys, is that your skin, my skin's actually green. It's actually green. See, when I put more of my skin on the camera, I look green. Anyway, because olives are green. I feel like someone is contemplating walking away from you or walking away from this. If this is business, Ouch. Ouchies. I feel like you're trying to save this. I feel like you're trying to create justice. I don't know if the other side... Ooh, let's see what else. Let's see if they'll come up in the... We're doing 30 minutes free 99 on YouTube for free. And then we're going to clarify all of this in the extended, in the additional 30 minutes on my website, theartigan.com/tarot. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, theartigan.com/shop, sorry. Okay, so the next energy that we have, Cappies, we've got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. This, I feel, kind of feels like it goes with the Queen of Wands in reversed. I need to wait on that before I really commit to that. It's just kind of how it's... This is someone rejecting something. This is kind of like refusal. Okay, refusal. And how did I open with this? I opened with telling you that there's a tweakment. There's an adjustment. There's something that needs to be changed. You need to have this open mind, Capricorn. So it could be that in the past, maybe you were like, no, rejecting this cup. It's refusal. I'm getting like outright refusal. Maybe in the past, you were like, no. See how she's even looking away from the cup over here? Even this person is more looking at the cup than the Queen of Wands. Okay. But boom. This is what you should have, or you should be more open-minded. You know, this is, if we go with the astrological associations with the major arcana, this would be Libra. And Libra is the sign of diplomacy, of freaking kumbaya, everyone getting along. You know, they go overly like that, where it's like, it's too much that way. But I mean, you need it though. We need Librans. We need people that are good negotiators. We need people like that. So this could be a person as well. It could be a person in this situation, but I feel like it's not. I feel like there was a refusal. I wonder. See, this could be a potentiality. I could catch you right before you're about to be offered this cup and tell you, don't be Queen of Wands. Don't be Queen of Wands, Cappy. Okay. Upright, very strong-willed. Very, very strong-willed. Okay, it's part of the passion, but it's not the right strategy for this. If I caught you after you have already rejected this cup, this refusal, then I have some worrisome news for you, because you rejecting this cup and not knowing that it was actually like an open door, or that it was a gift, or that it was a insight that you needed, you know, whatever this is for you, the other person's wondering whether they should just abandon you and walk away from the whole thing. So this could be, if this is romantic, give me a second here. If this is romantic, someone rejected someone very flippantly, very, very like, so that could be you, Capricorn, or someone that you're connected, like just very, like just not really thinking about it, not really thinking like, oh, you know, let me think about this. No, this is a rejection that was sort of like pretty much impulsive. Thank you. They're giving me impulsive. Some of you impulsively rejected someone. Some of you were rejected impulsively. Sorry, guys, I have no words. Like, okay. So, if it's romantic, someone was rejected quite as an impulse decision, and then that person is going to come around and think about it. They're going to let it sink in mentally about it, detached from their impulses, detached from their passions, and then they kind of want to be more fair coming back. But whoever was rejected is kind of like, well, maybe I should just walk away since you already rejected me the first time. Okay, that's romance. If this is business, this is, oh, hold on. With romance, if this is love and you are with this person, you're in a relationship, then someone brought a new idea to the table, to the relationship table, to the negotiating table, and proposed something new, maybe marriage. Maybe someone proposed, you know, why don't we just do it? Why don't we just tie the knot? Why not? You know, but the way they did it was, I'm feeling way too pushy. Way too pushy. If you're trying to get your partner to marry you and they're not wanting to marry you or get married at all, whatever their thing is, you were this person, you could be receiving this Capricorn cross-watcher, however this resonates, you were way too pushy. Way, way, way too pushy. And it made the other person just not want to do it, just not want to, it didn't work. That's the long story short, it just didn't work. So you will have to be smarter about that. Like, you're going to have to detach yourself and see things from the other person's perspective and be fair and balanced and really think about their best interest. Maybe it's not in their best interest to get married. Look at your own motivations. If all you care about is being loved and treated well, you know, maybe you can make a compromise and not marry. And then you get to have what you want, they get to have what they want, and everyone can just keep being together and being happy. Because I'm telling you, that pushy approach is making your partner contemplate, maybe I should just leave. If they're not going to be happy until we get married and I'm not ready for marriage, what's the only thing? You know, that's their two pentacles, if this is that romance type thing. And of course, it doesn't have to be like marriage. I'm saying that because we have the Justice card, but it could be really anything, any idea about the relationship, anything. I mean, it could be someone wants to try this sexually, and you know what I'm saying? It could be like anything. So take it as it resonates and apply it how it's working and how it's, you know, being activated in your life, Cappies. Okay, so they gave me that extra note if it's if it's romantic and love. If it's business, and that would be a tweak in the relationship. That would be your tweakment. That would be your tweakment. I know I'm not doing it right, but whatever. If this is business, the tweakment is, you could have rejected a relationship offer. Someone could have offered you, the cups are emotions. So it's like they could have offered you, or you could have offered them a good faith or something sentimental, a little nugget of, a little offer of friendship, or they said something or did something or wrote something. There was something that whatever they offered, I feel like it was encouragement is what it feels like, and you rejected it. I will be very interested to get into the extended as to why Capricorn would reject encouragement, though. Let's see what the next message is. Because that is on the table. It doesn't have to be sequential, but the energy is present in the situation. And then I get the information of how they're supposed to be organized and ordered, and then I read. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Look at this page here. He's not quite like super young and youthful, but he still has a lot to learn. Okay. This is so sweet. So Capricorn, if you were rejecting something and then you're going to come back and be the King of Swords and be strategic and come back in to make this work, you'll do so through channeling this energy as well. This Page of Pentacles, it's like studying. It's like you have to, here's what happens. It's like you reject this thing, okay? You say no. And then what happens after that? Well, then you think about it. You reject something because you were being impulsive. You were being egotistical, you were being whatever. not the right energy to be. You're not that anymore, but at the time of this energy, you were like that, okay? And then then that cup went away, and then you had time to sit and think about it. Sitting and thinking about it told you, oh, I know how to be strategic now. I know how to make this right. I know I need to make this right. I know I need to detach. And you got there by studying everything that happened. You studied the situation, you studied yourself, the other person, whatever's going on between you two, and you really inspected it. Like you really looked at it from a perspective of study, like you're a student. Like you really wanted to organically understand what's going on and what happened and what's happening. And I feel like that's really intuitive of you, Capricorn. I love to see that Page of Pentacles there. I love it. It's like it's been something that's been on your mind during the day in, day out. And it's like, it's interesting because Capricorn, if you're on the side of rejecting, like if you turn something away, you turn down some encouragement or, you know, whatever that cup is, whatever was in that cup, if that's you that turned it down and you're still thinking about it afterwards, it's like that's what told you it wasn't the right thing to do. Because if you reject something, you reject it, you move on. You never think about it again. Right? Not with this. With this, it's like you turned your attention away, you rejected it, you know, you did whatever, and then you thought about it the next day, and then you kept thinking about it, and then, you know, so then it's like it becomes a study of studying every single thing that happened, or studying the community, going through text messages, if this is text messages or whatever this is, whoever, yeah, it's on the part of whoever did the rejecting, because the only indication of the other side that I kind of really have here that I'm confident in saying is this energy. And it's like, I think I'm going to book it. I think I'm going to step out on Cappy. Or Cappy, if this is you and you offered your cup to someone and you're waiting for them to get wise, you're waiting for them to like realize that they kind of either were overconfident or overstepped their bounds or didn't respect you or whatever this is, it's like you're wondering like, okay, maybe I should just stop waiting and stop, you know, maybe I should just move on. It's really moving on. They're literally, this is literally the card of moving on. So this is, they're literally juggling whether or not to move on from you, or you're juggling whether or not to move on from them. Okay. So if you are on the side of having been rejected, your cup was rejected, you need to know that this person is thinking about it. They're really studying it, and they're studying it because something didn't feel right with this person. And it's important for you to know that. So even though they came across as, I don't know, pompous, overconfident, egotistical, I'm not getting too domineering, but maybe you're very sensitive and they did come in, you know, whatever it is, you need to know that they weren't trying to, it was sort of this, it feels really Mercury retrograde where things get lost in, I'm going to say something that I usually say that applies in time that's not Mercury retrograding. So this won't apply now, but it applies generally. I'm not responsible for what I say. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh my God. They're showing me stuff. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let them show me things, and then I'll talk. It showed me this big room. This really big room. It was really distracting. Okay. Anyway, what I say is, I'm only responsible for what I say, not for what you understand. How you're taking what I'm putting down, right? How you're picking that's your choice. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm saying the truth. I'm saying my perspective. I'm saying my whatever. And you might take that like in a whole crazy way, a super crazy way. So in some cases, okay, in some little offshoots of this, you weren't being in the wrong, Capricorn or cross watcher, where you weren't being overconfident, because this is that energy in reverse. So for some of you, that'll ring true, where you weren't being combative, you weren't being prideful, or, you know what I'm saying? You were actually okay. And it's this other person who feels very affronted because, maybe you rejected this cup because you had these 3 cups to work on, or because and you have valid reasons and this and that, but this other person is taking it really personally. This other person's taking that rejection or that turn away very personally and contemplating whether to walk away. So however this is resonating for you, Capricorn, oh shoot, how did that happen? Oh my God, that just like flew by. I guess this is a good place to sign off, I guess. But however this is resonating with you, Capricorn, and whatever side you're on, just know to give the other person the benefit of the doubt. Chalk it up to Mercury retrograde, chalk it up to miscommunication, because I feel like both sides, in whatever scenario, however this is playing out, Capricorn, I feel like both sides are cognizant of a tweakment. I feel like both sides, because what's keeping this person from leaving completely? They're juggling it. They're like, maybe I should, it's just like you with, why did I reject this? Why am I thinking about what I turned down? Why am I thinking about what I turned away? Because you knew it wasn't sitting right with you. Likewise, this person is also, it's like they wouldn't even be juggling this back and forth of walking away from you, Capricorn, unless they are taking some responsibility for something. So maybe the cup that they offered, maybe there was something a little off with it, or maybe their delivery or their intonation or their whatever was a little off too. So I really feel like this is very salvageable. I feel like this is very, very, very salvageable. We're going to dig into the extended and clarify all of this, and then pull oracle cards and advice to help you smooth this out, because that's the next part. This is like understanding what's going on and what's happening, and then in the extended, we'll figure out how to fix it. All right, Cappies, I love you. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.